Alright guys, what we're going to learn today is how to use a number line to multiply. So, who can tell me how they think they could use a number line to multiply? How could we use that? Have we used number lines for other operations? Kendrick? I couldn't hear Kendrick. What? We used it for adding it for addition and subtraction? Exactly. So how could we use it for multiplication? If we've used it for addition and subtraction, how do you think that could transfer to multiplication? Turn and talk at your tables about how you could use a number line. To multiply. Think about multiplication.
Like an add of addition and add aloud and learning to get to the answer. You can use time. You can use another way. You use time to get to the answer.
So how would you show that on a number line? Alright guys, let's come back together. How do we think we could use this number line? I had a lot of people saying we used it for addition and subtraction, right? So what can we do with it for multiplication? Aheva. Oh, so you're thinking about subtraction? You're getting ahead of us because that's actually how we're going to do division. Is we're going to be able to get back.
Number line, you can go up because last year we used the number line to add and subtract.
To add and subtract? Okay, well this year we're going to use them to multiply. What's another way? There's a term. What's another term for multiplication? What else can we call it? If we do something like...
And we talked about this on Friday, too.
Yeah. If we do something like 4 times 3, right? That's a multiplication sentence. If we do 4 times 3 like this, what's that called? Kayla?
Repeated addition.
Repeated addition. And repeated addition and multiplication are the same thing. It's just multiplication is a shorter way. Can you show repeated addition on a number line?
Yeah.
Right? We did that in 2nd grade, didn't we? So can you multiply on a number line? If you can do repeated addition, can you multiply?
Guys, it's a question. Yes or no? Thumbs up or thumbs down? What do you think?
Alright. Alright, so we're going to practice one. So, the question is, and I didn't write this one down. Brendan peeled apples to make 4 apple pies. He used 6 apples for each pie. How many apples did he peel? So, he peeled apples to make 4 apple pies. I'm going to start writing it. Here we go. So he peeled the apples for 4 apple pies. And each apple pie took 6 apples. In your groups, I want you to go ahead and try to show this on your number line. So as a group, work together. So you're working as a group to show this.
Make sure you're all participating in it. You guys, think about that repeated addition thing we were talking about. Show me on your number line. What were you trying? It's the number 2 in our problem. So why would you jump by 2? Think about repeated addition. Think about skip counting. Think about all these things you learned in 2nd grade.
how you got there?
I don't know. It was like 1, 2, was like 1, 2, just 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You make
All right.
You make
Okay, guys, everybody, let's take a seat again. Everybody take a seat again. I'm going to have Kenwell. Will you come up and demonstrate how you solve this? So we need everybody's eyes on Kenwell watching. Remember our accountable talk. So our pencil should be down. Talk real loud so everyone can hear.
Every time I count 6, I draw a line to show 1 time. And then I add another, I added 6 again, and then I got a 12 and drew another line. And then I counted 6 more, got an 18, and drew another line. And then I landed on 24 and got another time, and since there was 4 5s, and I reached 24 altogether.
So what are these lines for? You have this line right there and right there. What were those for?
Just to make 1 pie.
Could I do this? Let's see how we're jumping. What does that show us? Skip counting, right? Skip counting by how many? 6. Why would I skip count by 6? Somebody else. Why am I skip counting by 6? Shaylin? There's 6 apples in each pie, right? And how many pies are there? 4. So we skip count by 6 how many times? We skip count by 6 4 times. Did anybody else do it a similar way to Kenwell? Did any of the groups? Kyrie, your group did a similar thing? All right. So, thank you very much, everybody. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. All right, that was good. Thank you, Kenwell. Do you want to do the equal group stuff now? She said she was going to be Or do you want to keep working on this?
You know, I was thinking a couple more number lines. I'll go, I'll get to a page and then
Okay.
let me go run and
All right. So we're going to do another number line problem. Should I switch to these ones? Yeah, let me wait on this. Try not to kick, guys. Alright, let's look at the next one. So go ahead. Go ahead and erase what you have on your number line. If it doesn't erase, that's okay. You can just skip or flip to the back. We can erase them with water later. Alright, I want you to show me. Guys, I need you listening. I want you to go ahead and show me skip counting by, let's do 5 groups of 3. I'm going to write that down on my sticky note. 5 groups of 3. So go ahead and get started in your group. And try, listen up for 1 second. Try to use the method that Kenwell just used where we were skip counting.
have to make sure it's 5 lines and to the other. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I want to hear us talking about it. I want to hear everyone talking about it. So we don't even need our principal there.
I don't know. I'm the one that that one. You supposed to. You make 5 groups and 3.
When you show me 5 groups of 3, oh, 5 jumps? Why do you say 5 jumps?
What are we skip counting by, guys? Why do we think it's 5? When we're skip counting, let's think about this wording. 5 groups of 3. What do you picture in your head when you hear 5 groups of 3?
What was the red alarm?
5 groups of 3. It's on the board.
3. We have to make 3 and then make sure we have to go to we have to make 5 lines and make it.
Let's use the words we know. Let's try to say we need to skip count by how many? What do we need to skip count by? 3s. Why do we need to skip count by 3s? Can you show me that? Make sure everybody else is just go to the next line, honey.
It's like this.
What are we trying? Well, let's think about it. I don't. We're not always going to be right, and that's why. That's why. So let's look at this wording. 5 of 3. What would we be skip counting by? 3, right?
I tried to tell you.
So can you show how many times did you skip count by 3? 5. You skip count by 3 5 times. Can you show me that?
Yes, it's 15. It's 15. It's in a hat. The easier word is do this. 3, 3, 4, 3. And then I know it's time to go into
So what are we doing?
we decided on it where you do it. And then we get into the answer, so we count by 3s, and then we'll figure out which we're going to do another. So it's 5 times. I mean 3 times 5.
So if you're going to do the number line, so let's have it.
5 years.
Can I ask you something?
Listen up. Think about 5 lines. What does that tell you?
We're doing 5. How many are in each group? 3, right? 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3.
So we're, how many times do we skip count by 3?
5
We would skip count by 3 5
Yeah,
times. So let's try that again.
1, 2,
Isaiah, hands out of your desk.
Give me that. Give me that. There.
So we counted that. We've got 0, 1, 2,
3.
and the repeated addition
The
sentence.
easier way for you might be to do that repeated addition, but we're in fourth grade, we're trying to get away from that repeated
Third
addition.
grade.
Yeah, third grade, sorry, I do it all the time. But we're trying to get away from that repeated addition and try and get you to the point where you can skip count and you know those facts. Okay? And plus, what happens if you have a really big number? Let's say, for example, I gave you 12 groups of 24.
Well, let's
Are you
hear
going to
it.
add 24 plus 24 plus 24 plus 24 plus 24 plus 24? It's going to take forever, right? So that's why we're trying to teach you these different strategies. Jeremy, it doesn't need community, right? Different strategies so that you can do it quicker and in a more productive manner. Kendrick, can you please join the conversation with your group? Why don't you try do it in your real book then? In fact, maybe we'll just do that with this group. If no one decides to do it in their book conversation. Does that work? Where's the cap off the mark?
Yeah, but you have to skip count. I know where that but you have to.
All right, guys, take about a minute to finish up.
It was 13 because Carol went up that single bus. That last. So he counts by one. And count two because I added that to that.
So you're counting two?
No,
One,
three.
two. But there's only two in this group. There's only two in this group. What's that line?
I knew one partial things. That's how you count by 36. Oh, we messed up.
So if I'm skip counting by threes,
Okay.
what am I going to do first?
I know how to do it in that line. I just showed you. This is the answer. 3, 6.
So how far am I going to go? What number am I going to go to? So there's 1, 2, 3. So now let's count by 3 again. What number do I
How many strategies did you, how many ways did you come up with it? Okay, and you're supposed to be just finishing this one. Where is it? But all I had to do before we do it, all you had to do was finish the one with the house.
So that's 4 jumps.
Make sure you put today's date. And then I would also write, like how we're doing that 5 groups of 3, write down what it is that we're showing on the paper. Okay?
As long as you're all thinking about it and talking about it.
Tommy, you need to put your feet on the ground, please.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a seat back in our seats again.
Alright guys, because we're noticing the same people over and over again trying to use the boards, we're going to make it a little bit easier on you and we're going to give all of you your own number line. Okay? That way everybody gets to try and solve it. That way There's none of this, let's just sit and watch so-and-so do it, and I'll just sit back, lay back, watch time go by, right? Which some of you are trying here. So, we're going to put down the markers. And everybody needs to grab, in each group I put out the number line. And if you notice,
Take a look at your number line.
okay, everybody take a number line. If you notice, there are 3 different kinds. There's this one, and this one. The nice thing about this is there's different ones on here because you're not always going to need as many lines depending on what you're working with, right? Everybody agree with that? So, when you are given the next problem, we want you to decide which number line you should use also. Does that make sense? Yeah, that works. So each group is going to get a card with a problem on it. We want you to try and solve it independently first, by yourself first. And then we're going to give you an opportunity to discuss with your group.
Now, I need, okay, group 1, raise your hand. Group 1. Group 2, raise your hand. Not for science fair. This is different. Groups have your tables. Group 1. All 3 of you.
I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Group 2, raise your hands. Group 3, raise your hands. Group 4, raise your hands. These cards all have numbers, so you're going to look for your group's number, and that's the first one you're going to start on. So look for your group's number, and that's the one I want you to try on your number line, okay? Once you have it on your number line, write the multiplication sentence next to it.
So you're working independently first.
Use the front now, because they have actual number lines there. So let's read our problem. Number 2. Leon has 3 bags of apples. There are 8 apples in each bag. How many apples does he have in all? So, which number line? Think in your head which number line you should use in your head. Now, think about what are we skip counting by? And then get started.
Okay, I'm confused. Why is it written? Okay, you're working independently to solve the problem on the number line first. You also have to write what the number sentence would look like. Okay? What would the number sentence look like? So let's take a look at this. Between each day she rides her bike 5 miles. How many does she ride in 3 days? So, here's what I'm asking. You have
Or group number 3. A box of Pop Tarts has 4 Pop Tarts in it. I bought 5 boxes. How many do I have total? How many Pop Tarts do I have? So let's think about, let's put it into order of blank groups of blank. How many groups do we have?
5.
We have 5 groups? Natalia, we have 4 groups. Why 4? That's how many boxes I bought, right? So the groups are the boxes. I bought 4 boxes. How many are inside? Oh, I'm sorry. Let's mix that up. There's 5, yeah, you're right, because the boxes. That's what I was trying to say. So we have 5 groups. How many are inside each group? 4. So I have 5 groups of 4. Can you show me that on your number line? 5 groups of 4?
Okay, can I ask you, you're doing number 2, right? You don't have to do that. Guys, what are you showing me here? Under number 4. You're not, 1, 2. Like 2.
That's okay, don't erase it because you're going to try it on the just do it on a different number line, okay? Well, let's look at it. How many groups do you have? You have 5 groups. How many are inside each group? That's me, let's count it.
8. So then how many being?
So how many are inside each group?
How many times do you jump? How many
So
times do
did
you
you say
jump?
count by 4s? So let's try it again.
Yeah, right, now just write what the multiplication they're asking you to do is.
Well, we have 5 groups of 4. So how many times would you jump in 5 groups? 5. And how many times would you jump in that group? 4. So can you show me them?
I know, I've been noticing that too.
All of them. Like there's certain I have others Yeah, I feel like that would help a lot with Once you have it down by the stick counting, write the multiplication sentence beside it.
What's the multiplication sentence that they're asking you to write?
An example of a multiplication sentence is this: 4 times 3. Just like an addition sentence is 4 plus 3, a multiplication sentence would be 4 times 3. So what did we do? You have number 4.
I have about.
So there's 6 cookies on each tray, and there's 4 trays.
So how many groups do we have?
Okay,
We have
let's
4
read this
groups.
problem.
How many
You're
are
doing
inside
a
each
box of
group?
Pop Tarts, has 4 Pop Tarts in
So
it.
what would be our
It's down to
multiplication
high box
sentence?
5 boxes. how many
What
pop
was
tarts
our
did you have?
answer?
So where did you get 6 from?
He did number 4 at first.
okay.
I told him to just finish
That works.
trying it. He can do the next one.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for this to pass. Here are okay. Okay, good. 9 times 5 equals 12. 4 times 5 equals 12. Really? 4 times 5 equals 12. Let's take count by 5. 5. So how does 4 times 5 equal 12? Count how many lines you have. 1, 2, well actually this is 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Change the number. How many roots do you need to group?
So we're going to jump how many times?
1, 2, 3, 4.
You just said we have 3 groups, right?
Jumping
So how many times?
4.
We're going to jump 3 times. But how many are we going to jump by? Can you show me that?
5. You don't even need a line here. And you're showing me 5 times 5.
So I can see. Number your number line. Let's look at it. How many groups do we have? A box of pop tarts is 4 pop tarts. I got 5 boxes. Because we have 5 boxes, right? And how many are inside each group? So we have 5 groups of 4. So what many times did we jump? If we had 5 groups of 4.
Can you number 5? Would it be very good if you use one of these lines that has more of it? You just go on a double line? Would that have been a possibility? Yeah.
So we would jump 5 times 5, 5.
Okay, good job. And I like how you showed me the two other ways to show the problem.
What about the 4 though?
Okay, what number are you doing? 2.
So we have 5 groups of 4. I'm going to write this on here so you can see it, okay? So what would it be for
That's
4
what you did here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try something different.
starting at 0?
And it says 3 bags of apples. There are 8 apples in each bag. So, how many are in each bag? How many are in
So,
each bag?
can you show me
Okay,
5
so
groups of 4 on that number line?
alright, so I would do 1 up here. You're gonna skip out by 8. You're gonna start numbering it. 4,
What would a group of 4 be?
5,
Let's count.
8, right?
So that's a group of 4.
And then you have to do it
So
again.
then we make our jump.
4, 5, 6, 7,
So you just have to go from 0 to 4.
there. Okay?
That's our whole jump, right? There's 4 inside that box.
Can you show me another way?
1 box of Pop Tarts.
The only reason I'm asking is because
Now can you show me another jump by 4? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Don't we have to start from 4? Show me another one. Once you've finished the one you were working on, and I checked it, you can go on. Go ahead and try another one up there. Can you write the multiplication sentence for me?
and what you're showing
Write
here though,
multiplication
is
sentence
you're
for me.
showing me 8, 3.
many bags do I have?
Groups
I have 3 bags.
So
How many in each bag? So it's actually asking me to show you 3 groups of 8. So can you show me that one and then try this number line?
How many groups? Kyrie, go on. We have 5 groups because we have 5 boxes, right? So, Gion, you're good too.
You can go ahead and pick another one too.
So, we have 5 groups, right? How many are inside each group?
Alright, I'm seeing 2 different things on these number lines, but I'm not actually seeing you show me the 6
But on here, you show me 4 groups
cookies
of 5.
and big 4 trays. I don't see that on there.
Let's look at it again. Jeremy, go on to the next one if you have your number.
So what's my answer? Okay, wait, hold on. Why are you starting with the line? You always start on the right. Hey guys, I'm just going to show you something real quick on a number line. Because we're noticing a couple of different things going on here. But in order for you to get the correct answer, I need all eyes up here, unless you're being talked to. I need all eyes up here. I need all eyes up here. All right. Let's say, for example, I have the problem, let's say I'm representing 3 times 4, okay? So if I'm representing 3 times 4, this first line is my 0. So I'm going to number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Whoops, I'm not going to end up with enough, so I'm just going to add a line. 12, okay? Now, our hands are still, everything is down, our hands are free. I need you to watch this because you do it on the screen, okay? So when I start this 3 times 4, I have 3 groups of 4, right? So when I'm skip counting, what am I skip counting by? I have 3 groups of 4, so what am I skip counting by? Shaylin, I'm skip counting by 4s. Thank you for raising your hand. So when I do that, we're not going by lines. I'm not going 1, 2, 3, 4. You go by the space. So I'm going to show you, like, in my head, this is what I'm doing. So all eyes need to be up here. I'm actually going 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But I'm just showing on my paper
One big jump.
1 big jump to 4.
Because that shows 1 group of 4, right? How many groups of 4 do we need? How many groups of 4 do we need? 200. 3, right? We need 3 groups of 4. So this is 1 group of 4.
When I go to do my next jump of 4, I leave from the spot that I landed on. I don't go to the next line. Okay? So when I go to do my next jump, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm leaving off from that one and ending up here.
So that shows us 1, 2 groups of 4, right?
And then again, I have to start where I left off. So when I do that again,
1, 2, 3, 4. So what would 3 times 4 equal? 3 times 4, what does it equal? Shaylin? 12.
and if you notice, the ones that I landed on, if I skip count, if I know how to skip count by 4, 4, 8, 12, that should be what I've landed on. So like you guys all know how to skip count by 2, right? So let's say, for example, we had to do 5 groups of 2. So 5 groups of 2. That's an easy one. I know you guys should all know that answer, but if we say show it to us on a number line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to number it first, always starting at 0. And notice, Diante, when I number, I'm numbering where the lines are, not randomly in the middle, which is something we're seeing. Okay? So if I'm doing 5 groups of 2, how many are going to be in each group or each jump? Show me on your hand.
How many in each jump?
All right, so just say it. How many? 2.
How many times are we going to jump? How many times are we going to jump? Hold it up in your hands. How many times are we going to jump?
Okay, so some of you are giving us the same answer for both questions.
How many groups do we have?
Look at the
5,
problem.
right?
5 groups of 2.
So this is a group right here. And our first problem, that's 3 groups of 4. This is 1 group. So how many times are we going to jump? Hold it on your hand.
Everybody should be answering this question right now. How many times are we going to jump?
And how much are we going to jump by every time? Hold it on your hands.
All right, so if I'm doing that, I'm going to go start at 0, 1, 2. That's my jump. Start where I ended up, 1, 2.
And notice for skip counting again. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We all know how to skip count by 2, right? So that's all this is showing us, is skip counting.
And notice too, I have an arrow. Keep your hands feet still. I have arrows so we know what direction I'm going in. So I'm going in this direction, okay? All right, this is where we're going to leave off today. This paper, you need to place it, or let's stick it right now inside your math notebook.
I wouldn't stick it. We're going to be using
There, okay.
Just place it
Just
inside
place it,
your math
sorry.
notebook.
But neatly in your math notebook.
Somewhere where you can find it again because we'll be using it tomorrow. And then one person put your number lines and markers away.